Just want to be careful with those girls, Biff. Don't make any promises. No promises of any kind, because a girl, they always believe what you tell them, and you're very young. You're too young to be talking seriously to girls. Too young entirely, Biff. You want to watch your schooling first, and then when you're all set, there'll be plenty of girls for a boy like you. That's so the girls pay for you. Oh, boy, you must really be making a hit. I've been wondering why you polish the car so careful, boys. Don't leave the hubcaps. Get the chamois to the hubcaps. Happy, use the newspaper on the windows. It's the easiest thing. Show him how to do it, Biff. See, Happy, pad it up. Use it like a pad. That's it. Good work. You're doing all right, Hap. Biff, first thing we got to do when we get the time is clip this big branch over the house. Afraid it's going to fall in a storm and hit the roof. Tell you what, we get a rope, sling her around. Then we climb up there with a couple of saws and take her down. As soon as you finish with the car, boys, I want to see you. I got a surprise for you, boys.
What do you got, Dad?
No. You finish first. Never leave a job till you finish. Remember that. Biff, up in Albany, I saw a beautiful hammock. I think I'll buy it next trip. We can hang it right between those two elves. Wouldn't that be something? Just swinging there between those branches. Boy, that would be.
How's that, Pop? Professional?
Oh, terrific job, boys.
Who's surprised, Pop?
It's in the back seat of the car.
What'd you get us, Dad?
Oh, never mind. Something I want you to have.
What is it, Hap?
It's a punching bag!
Gee, Pop, how did you know we were in a punching bag?
Well, it's the finest thing for the timing.
I'm losing weight, Pop, you notice?
Hey, jumping rope was good, too.
Hey, Pop, did you see my new ball?
Where'd you get a new ball?
Coach wanted me to practice my passing.
That's so, and he gave you the ball, huh?
Well, I borrowed it from the locker room.
I want you to return that.
Told you wouldn't like that. Well, I was gonna bring it back.
Sure, he's got to practice with a regulation ball, doesn't he? Coach will probably congratulate you for your initiative.
Coach is always congratulating me on my initiative, Pop.
You know why? It's because he likes you. If somebody else had taken that ball, there'd be an uproar. So what's the report, boys? What's the report?
Where'd you go this time, Pop? We're awful lonesome without you.
Lonesome, huh?
Yeah, we thought about you every minute.
Don't say. Tell you a secret, boys. Don't breathe it to a soul. Someday I'll have my own business, and I'll never have to leave home anymore.
Like Uncle Charley, huh?
Bigger than Uncle Charley, because Charlie's not liked. He's liked, but he's not well liked.
So, where'd you go this time?
Well, I got on the road, went north to Providence, met the mayor.
The mayor of Providence?
He was sitting in the hotel lobby.
What did he say?
He said, "Morning." I said, "You got a fine city here, mayor." And then he had coffee with me. Then I went to Waterbury. Waterbury, big clock city, famous Waterbury clock. Sold a nice bill there. And then Boston. Oh, Boston. Cradle of the Revolution, a fine city. A couple of other towns in Massachusetts, then on to Portland and Bangor and straight home.
Gee, Pop, we go with you sometime.
Soon as summer comes.
Promise?
Sure. Yeah. You and Hap and I'll show you all the towns. America's full of beautiful towns with fine, upstanding people. And they know me, boys. They know me up and down New England, the finest people. I can park my car on any street in New England, and the cops protect it like their own. When I take you fellas up there, it'll be open sesame for all of us. This summer, huh?
Yeah, you bet. We'll carry your bags, Pop.
Oh, won't that be something? Me walking into the Boston stores with you boys carrying my bags? What a sensation. You nervous, Biff, about the game?
Not if you're going to be there, Pop.
What do they say about you at school now that they made you captain?
Girls follow around every time classes change.
Yeah. This Saturday, Pop. Remember, this Saturday, I'm going to take off my helmet, crash through the line for a touchdown, and that's going to be for you.
You're supposed to pass.
Well, I'm going to take one play for Pop.
Wait till I tell this in Boston.
Where are you?
You're supposed to be studying with me today.
What are you looking so anemic about, Bernard?
Well, he's got to study, Uncle Willy. He's got regents next week.
Which box, Bernard?
Biff! Listen, Biff. I heard Mr. Birnbaum say that if you don't start studying math, then he's going to flunk you, and then you won't graduate. I heard him!
You better study with him, Biff. Go ahead now.
I heard him!
Pop, have you seen my shoes?
Oh, hey, that's a beautiful job printing.
Just because he printed University of Virginia on his sneakers doesn't mean he's got to graduate, Mr. Willy.
What are you talking about? With scholarships to 3 universities, they're gonna flunk him?
But I heard...
Don't be a pest, Bernard. What an anemic.
All right. I'll be waiting for you in my house, Biff.
Bernard is not well liked, is
Poppy's liked, but he's not well liked.
That's just what I mean. Bernard can get the best marks in school, you understand? But when he gets out in the business world, you understand, you boys are going to be 5 times ahead of him. That's why I thank Almighty God you're both built like Adonis is. Because the man who makes an appearance in the business world, the man who creates personal interest is the man who gets ahead. Be liked, and you will never want. Take me, for instance. I never have to wait in line to see a buyer. Willy Loman is here. That's all they have to know, and I go right through.
Did you knock him dead, Pop?
Oh, knocked him cold in Providence, slaughtered him in Boston.
I lost weight, Pop. You notice?
Hello, dear.
Ooh. Sweetheart.
How'd the Chevy run?
Chevrolet Linda is the greatest car ever built. Hey, since when do you let your mother carry the wash?
Grab hold, boy.
Where to, Mom?
Go hang him out in the line. And Biff, you better go downstairs. The cellar is full of boys and they don't know what to do with themselves.
When Pop comes home, they can...
You better go tell him what to do, Biff.
All right, I'll have him sleep out in the furnace.
Good work, Biff.
George, Sam, Frank! We're coming down to sweep out the furnace. Me and Hap are going to hang up the wash first. We'll be right down. Spin move. On the double, Hap!
The way they obey
Oh, that's the training, I'm telling you. I was selling thousands and thousands, but I had to come home.
The whole block will be at that game. Did you sell anything?
I did 500 gross in Providence, 700 gross in Boston.
No, wait, I'll grab a pencil. That's $212?
Well, I didn't figure it yet, but sounds close.
How much did you do?
I did 200 gross in Providence. No, it was 180. Well, it came to roughly 200 gross on the whole trip.
Well, 200 gross, that's about...
Well, the trouble is 3 of the stores were half closed for inventory in Boston. Otherwise, I would have broke records.
Well, that comes to about $70 and some pennies. That's very good.
What do we owe?
Well, we owe, on the first, $16 on the refrigerator.
Why 16?
The fan belt broke, and that was
But it's
$1.80.
brand new.
That's the way it is, dear. The man said that until they work themselves in, that's the way it is.
I hope we didn't get stuck on that machine.
It has the best ads of any of them.
I know, it's a fine machine. What else?
Well, we have $9.60 on the washing machine, and the vacuum cleaner we owe $3.50 on the 15th. Then the roof we have $21 remaining.
It don't leak, does it?
No, they did a wonderful job. Then you owe Frank for the carburetor.
I'm not going to pay that man, that goddamn Chevrolet. They ought to prohibit the manufacture of that car.
Well, you owe him $3.50, and odds and ends comes to about $120 by the 15th.
God, $120? Business don't pick up. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, next week you'll do better.
Oh, I'll knock him dead next week. I'll go to Hartford. I'm very well liked in Hartford. The trouble is, Linda, people don't seem to take to me.
Don't be foolish, dear. Don't talk that way.
I know it when I walk in. They seem to laugh at me.
Laugh at you? Why would they laugh at you, Willy?
I don't know the reason for it, but they just pass me by. I'm not noticed.
But you're doing so well. You're making $70 to $100 a week.
But I gotta be at it 10, 12 hours a day. Other men, I don't know, they do it easier. I don't know why. I can't stop myself. I talk too much. A man ought to come in with a few words. That's one thing about Charley. He's a man of few words. And they respect him.
You don't talk too much. You're just lively.
Well, I figure life is short. What the hell? A couple of jokes. I joke too much.
You don't joke too much, Willie. You're so very funny.
I'm fat. I'm very foolish to look at, Linda. I didn't tell you this, but Christmas time I happened to be calling on a buyer. I was going in to see F.H. Stewart's, a salesman I know. As I was walking in, I heard him say something about walrus, and I cracked him right across the face. I won't take that. I simply will not take that.
Darling.
Oh, I gotta overcome it. I know I gotta overcome it.
You're the handsomest man in the world.
No,
Willie.
no, Linda.
To me, you are the handsomest man, Willie. And the boys, few men are idolized by their children the way that you are.
The best there is, Linda. You're a pal, you know that? Road, sometimes I just want to grab you and kiss the life out of you, 'cause I get so lonely, especially when business is bad. I get the feeling I'll never sell anything again and make a business for you, a living for the boys. There's so much I want to make for you.
Me? You didn't make me, Willie. I picked you.
You picked me, huh?
I did. I've been sitting at that desk all day watching the salesman go by, day in, day out. But you've got such a sense of humor, and we do have a good time together, don't we?
Sure. Why do you have to go now?
Well, it's 2 o'clock.
Oh, come in.
My sisters will be scandalized. When do you be back?
2 weeks about. Will you come up again?
Sure, you do make me laugh. It's good for me. And I think that you are a wonderful man.
You picked me, huh?
I sure did. Because... Oh, sweet. Such a kidder.
Well, I'll see you next time I'm in Boston.
I'll put you right there to the buyers.
Right. Well, bottoms up.
You kill me, Willie. You just kill me. Well, thank you for the stockings. I do love a lot of stockings. Well, good night.
Good night. I'll see you next time I'm in Boston. And keep your pores open.
Oh, Willie.
You are, Willie, the handsomest man. You've got no reason to...
I'll make it all up to you, Linda. I swear.
But there's nothing to make up, Willie. What's wrong?
What is that?
Oh, just mending my stockings are so expensive.
I won't have you mending stockings in this house.
Where is he? If he doesn't study,
You'll give him the answer.
I do, but it's a state exam. I can't do that on a state exam. They're liable to arrest
Where
me.
is he? I'll whip him.
And you better get back that football, Willie. It's not nice.
He's driving the car without a license.
Oh, why is he taking everything? Biff!
All the mothers say that he's too rough on the girls.
I'll whip him!
Stop up. Oh,
Really, you're going to have to do something
Get
about it.
out of here!
if he doesn't buckle down, he's gonna flunk
Shut
math.
up!
All the mothers say that he's way too
Shut
rough.
up! You want him to be a worm? God! He's got spirit! Personality! Loaded with it! Loaded with it! Why is he taking it? He's giving it back, isn't he? I never taught him anything but decent things.
Hey, come on.
Why does she have to wax the floors herself? She keels over every time she waxes the floors. She knows that.
Take it easy. What brought you back tonight?
I got an awful scare. Nearly hit a kid in Yonkers. God, why didn't I go to Alaska with my brother Ben that time? Ben, that man was a genius. He was success in college.
Well, there's no use in
Oh,
going
you
on.
guys, there was a man started with the clothes on his back and ended up with diamond mines.
One day I'd like to know how he
What's
did
the mystery? The man knew what he wanted and he went out and got it. Walked into a jungle, comes out at the age of 21 and he's rich. The world is an oyster, but you don't crack it open on a mattress.
Pop, I told you I'm going to retire you.
You'll retire me for life on $70 goddamn dollars a week and your women and your car and your apartment, and you'll retire me for life. Christ's sake, I couldn't get past Yonkers today. Where are you guys? Where are you? The woods are burning. I can't drive a car.